Alright guys, I'm just putting the hood back on this little LX178 and we're going to take it for a little test drive. So hopefully I'm at the end of phase one where I've got it running good. Touch wood. Touch wood. Two bolts on each side. It's plastic, so you don't have to go very tight. It actually moved that way a little bit. I'm going to do that now. So I'll just turn you off and turn you back on when we're ready to roll. Well, we're going to have to wait for the weather to improve before I do a big test drive, but it does run really good now. So the jet in the carburetor was the major issue, and then these spark plugs were so fouled over that they were shorting out the spark. So I just put in a new set and a better quality. Thanks guys. Alright guys, now it looks like we have a nice day today, so I am going to take this little LX178 out for a ride, see how it runs, and then we'll bring it back into the shop and possibly service it. We'll see how the day goes. So we'll just cross our fingers it starts because the battery is old, and we'll carry on. Alright, we're going to change the oil on this little guy. This is a 21 millimeter. I got a baking tray down here. Hopefully that covers us. And then the oil filter. I got a piece of Honey Nut Cheerios cereal box to deflect this oil into the pan too. We'll see. Hey! Oh, that oil looks thin. I wonder if it's full of gas, eh? I'll just let that drain for a little while. So this is where the manual is great, guys, because you can look up all of the volumes and types of filters and all that you need. So anyway, we're just about done this already, right? Okay guys, this is it. Do you think I can get that baking tray out of there without spilling oil? I am going to do my very, very best. It's pretty full. I don't know, man. This little bar is in the way here. Oh man. I put this back. My goal is to do one oil change without spilling oil. Haha! So far I got it. Now I'm in control here up on the metal bench, right? You don't have to see the rest. I'm just going to dump it into a used container. Thanks for watching. Alright guys, the proper way to check the oil on these is to, first of all, you wipe the dipstick, right? And then second, you don't screw it back down, you just turn it backwards till it nestles in, and then you check it. And we're hard to believe, but we're right at the full there. It's just simple. Thanks. Alright guys, I'm just doing a little bit of greasing now with the grease needle. And in this position you don't need very much. I've actually stuck the needle underneath the rubber here on this steering linkage, and I just squirt in a tiny amount, Maybe up top there too. And then maybe in some of the mechanical areas, but those can be oiled too. There's one more back underneath here. It's hard to see. Right there. So I'm just going around looking for anything that's got a moving arm now. Thanks guys. Gotta find a clean finger to turn off the phone, or turn off the camera. Hi guys, Bruce here. Okay, this is fun stuff now. I've been working on the 178. Got the oil changed, got it running good. I greased it. I still have to grease the deck, which is really easy. Right on the top of each spindle there's a grease nipple, and they feel good. They don't feel like there's any slack in them. So first of all, I'm going to take off the blades, scrape the crud out from underneath, the broccoli as I call it, and then when I have the blades off, I'm going to grease the nipple, grease the spindle. I call it a grease nipple. Some people call them grease certs now, I guess, to be politically correct. So it's a grease nipple. And this is a Piranha deck, 44 inch. I'll just show you underneath now. So just forgive me. So underneath there, the blades are crossed over. And there are 3 different sets. 1, 2, way back there. This is number 3. You can see it right there. So it's an 11, no, pardon me, it's metric. It's in a metric 18 millimeter to get that off of there. I'm going to use my impact tool, and that's where I'm going to start. So I don't think you guys can see this, but I'm just going to take the bolt off. It might still be too long. Oh, there we go. Good. So this is how the blades come off. And I'm going to sharpen them one set at a time. Like that. Let's get you put down. So that's how they go. I'm going to be using the grinder, so I'm going to put this gas away. And let's see if we can get these sharpened. Now I don't know whether to use a hand grinder or a flap wheel on these or what. These look like they're going to be fairly simple. I'm going to start with those first. That's a fairly big blade, eh? There's still a bit of a meat left on them. I'm going to use the bench grinder. Okay, you young guys, I want you to listen to me. I wished I had done this when I was young. Ear protection and eye protection. I'm paying for it now. And I know, but I'm not that old, you know, like still young enough to do this kind of stuff. So let's just do some grinding, and we'll do all 3 sets of blades. See, and while we have it stripped, we'll grease those spindles, and we'll scrape the broccoli from underneath the deck. So, thanks guys. There's the grinder out there. Beautiful. Not too sharp, but sharp. I'll do all 6 of these. Sorry about that. Okay guys, I've been working on the deck of the John Deere, and I sharpened all 6 blades and greased the spindles, and got the broccoli out from underneath, so now I'm just going to put it away. Hang on. Thanks for watching, tubes.